Hello and good afternoon to all of my pre-K stars. So welcome to our music video number 4. And this is our final music video before you guys start your Zoom music classes the week of September 21st. So parents, make sure that we help our little ones in finding the Zoom link posted in the Google Music Classroom so that they're able to join the class on their scheduled day and time. And remember, the music schedule is posted in Google Classroom in the announcement section. So make sure that you guys search through and find your class so that you're able to join the week of September 21st. So again, this is our final music video lesson for our pre-K stars. And today we're going to review some of the things that we talked about in our previous lessons, like the expectations and routines. We're also going to be practicing our music welcome song to make sure that you guys are still practicing that and learning the lyrics. Remember that, lyrics, which is one of our music vocabulary words. And lyrics are the words, these are the words, to the song that we're going to sing. So they're the words that we sing in a song. So today we're actually going to practice speaking the lyrics, and we're going to practice singing through the lyrics as well, okay? Do you guys remember also this vocabulary word, which is music, which is our class? We are a music class, but music is also something that we listen to. So music is when you have instruments that come together and or voices that come together and they make beautiful sounds together, and that's called music. When you have instruments and voices, or just instruments by themselves and voices by themselves come together to make beautiful sounds together, and it's called music. Can you say music? Today we're focusing on singing. So you guys will sing the music welcome song today. And sing, that means that you're going to use your voice to make nice musical sounds so that you're able to sing our music welcome song. So sing. So remember those 3 vocabulary words. The first one I showed you was lyrics, which are the words that we sing in song, which is here. Sing, which is what we're going to be doing with our voice to make nice musical sounds. And what was the last one? Music, which is the class that we're in, but it's also what we listen to. And that's when you have instruments and or voices come together to make beautiful sounds, okay? All right, so let's get started. So we're going to start with the lyrics to our music welcome song. And what I'm going to do is first speak the lyrics for you so that you understand how to pronounce these lyrics, okay? So it's A, that is the word A, and it's called long A because you pronounce it A. But this is also a word. So A is a word when you use it in a sentence, like I just did. So we're going to pronounce that A as okay? So it will be, it's okay? It's a great day here for music day. Clap, clap. It's a great day here for music day. Clap, clap. It's a great day in music for learning and play. It's a great day for music day. Okay, I'm going to go through it again. It's a great day here for music day. Clap, clap. It's a great day here for music day. Clap, clap. It's a great day in music, learning and play. It's a great day for music day. Okay. All right. So now this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go through it and I'm going to clap the rhythm that goes along with the lyrics to our song. Okay? So we're going to see how well you guys are able to listen and follow. It's a great day here for music day. Clap, clap. It's a great day here for music day. Clap, clap. It's a great day for music day. It's a great day for music day. Okay. So good job, guys. Make sure that you guys continue to practice, and you can practice by also clapping along as you go and speaking and singing the lyrics to our song. Okay. All right. So the last time we talked about this sign here, this means that when you guys begin to enter our Zoom classroom starting the week of September 21st, you guys have to make sure, please make sure that you are on mute. That means that your microphone that you see at the bottom of your iPad has that line going through it. And that means that you're able to hear Mr. Battle when he's talking to you. So make sure that you're always on mute, okay? So that you can hear Mr. Battle speak. Make sure also that you keep your faces on the camera. So remember, we talked about our faces staying on camera and that we have self-control. That means that you're going to be the boss of yourself, okay? And self-control, parents, is one of our ECA core values that we make sure that our students are able to do. So self-control, being in charge of yourself, being the boss of yourself, and making sure that you're able to do all that you need to do, okay? This is a picture of a friend that I showed you before, showing you how focused she was on her iPad. She's keeping her face on her iPad. She has her earphones on so that she can hear. But remember, if you don't have earphones, that's fine because we have ears and you can still listen, okay? We also make sure that when we have something that we want to say to Mr. Battle, we have two ways of showing Mr. Battle that you have a question so that he can give you permission to speak. So, remember the wiggly fingers, but you have to make sure that your mouth is not moving so that I don't think that you're talking, because we're going to do these motions silently. That means without any sounds, without any talking. So if you do this, then Mr. Battle will give you permission to speak. He will unmute you, or you can unmute yourself. And that's because you raised those hands that we talked about. So your microphone will then look like this. And that means that there is no line going through it, is there? No. So that means that Mr. Battle gave you permission to what? To talk. But after you're done, you're going to go back to the bottom of that screen and tap that picture of the microphone so that it looks like this, okay? So good, make sure that you guys continue to practice that. Now today what we did was some singing, and I showed you this picture before and showing you how our boys and girls have good self-control, because remember, sometimes we may be standing and sometimes we may be sitting. And when you're sitting, you still make sure that you sit nice and tall so that you're able to breathe correctly and be able to sing nicely. And it's the same thing when you're standing. And do you see how Mr. Battle is making sure that I'm keeping my face on the camera so that you can see me? Same thing with you. So when we're seated, you're going to stay on camera. And when Mr. Battle directs you to stand up for some movement activities or some singing activities, that means that you're going to stand nice and tall with self-control, meaning you are the boss of yourself. And you're going to sing nicely, okay? All right. So make sure that you guys remember those things, and parents make sure that we're practicing these expectations and routines with our students so that they can have fun in music. Because remember, in order to have fun in music, we have to be able to follow all of the directions and listen the first time given. Okay? All right. So I'm going to talk to you guys about a few signals that Mr. Battle will be doing just to get your attention. Okay? So that means that when we are doing activities and then Mr. Battle has to give you information, that means that I may do, and what that means is that I want you to stop what you're doing and get silent. Silent means no sound. Now notice I did not say get quiet, because if you're quiet, that means that you can possibly still whisper or talk softly. But that's not what we're doing. What we're going to do is cut our voice off completely so that there is no sound. And it's the same thing with movement. So if we're moving and singing or something of that nature, and you see Mr. Battle do this, that means you're going to stop your body, get self-control, cut your voice off, get self-control, and make sure that you're silent. Okay, so always remember this. When Mr. Battle balls his hand up and put it here, I want you to stop and get silent. Okay? Another signal that we're going to talk about is called copycat, or it's also known as call and response. So I am the call, and you're going to be the response. Or you could think of follow the leader. I am the leader, and you will follow. So that means that Mr. Battle will do something, and then you have to copy and do the same thing that I do, okay? But you have to do it at the right time. So I'm going to show you, if I clap 2 times, 1, 2, and then I point to you, that means it's your turn to do the same thing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do you see that? So it's almost like an echo that's happening. So parents, you can also practice this also with our children to make sure that they're getting the concept of call and response, or copycat, or follow the leader, okay? So those are also some signals that I would do with them to get their attention as well, and just to see how they're able to capture rhythms by clapping. Another signal that I do with our children to get their attention is something called the non-verbal signal. So that means that I may do this, and they have to be able to copy the sound that I make by doing this. Shh, 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 shh. Okay, so boys and girls, I want you to try that. Try it with me. Ready, go. Shh, shh, your turn. Shh, shh, my turn. Shh, shh, your turn. Shh, shh, my turn. Shh, 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 your turn. Shh, shh, shh. So that's how that will go. So you always have to make sure that you're paying attention so that you don't start late. You have to start right on time, okay? Or in music, we call that right on the beat. All right? Good. So another thing, one more thing that I may get your attention with is that I may do this call. This is a call that I'm going to do. I will say 1, 2, 3, eyes on me, and you will say 1, 2, eyes on you. So when you respond that way, that's the call that I gave and you responded. When you respond to my call, that means that I have your attention, and that means that you are listening. And it also means that you're following directions, which is a great thing. Because remember, in order to have fun in music, we have to listen and follow directions, right? So I'm going to try that. So I would do 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. You would do 1, 2, eyes on you. But this time I'm going to do it in time. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. 1, 2, eyes on you. Okay? So I want you to practice that. I will say 1, 2, 3, eyes on me, not you. You will respond and you will say it after me, but you will say 1, 2. So think, because you have 2 eyes, 1, 2, eyes on you is what you will say. But I will say 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. You will say 1, 2, eyes on you. Got it? So that's just another call that I want you guys to also practice so that when we meet in our Zoom class, you guys will be even more prepared. Okay? All right. So let's talk about this. What happens if you don't follow Mr. Battle's directions as we're learning through distance learning? But this is what we're going to focus on first. We're going to make note that we are going to follow directions. We are all going to follow directions the first time. But I understand that sometimes we may have feelings that are happening within us that is kind of stopping us from having a good day. We might feel angry. We might feel sad. We might feel tired. But what I want you guys to do is push through those feelings and make them happy feelings. Because remember, when we come to music, we're here to have fun. So I want you to push all of those sad feelings and angry feelings aside when we come to music and use this place as your place to have fun, to be happy and excited, okay? But be attentive and follow what? Directions. And of course, we have to listen. But what happens if you don't follow Mr. Battle's directions? So when we're on Zoom, what I will first do, I will give you a verbal warning. I will let you know, using my words, that you are being warned for certain behaviors that you are doing, and I would like for you to stop, okay? The next thing is, I may mute you because I have control over muting everyone, which means that if I mute you, it will look like this. And you will not be able to unmute yourself, okay? There's another step. If it goes further, then I'll make you invisible, meaning that I will turn your camera off so that you cannot be seen. And I will also mute you so that you cannot be heard, okay? These are just some things that I would do by step. I would also put you in the waiting room. And you know that when you start to join Zoom class, you guys will have to wait in the waiting room before I admit you into class. So in those cases where you may not be having such a great day and things are kind of going overboard with your behavior, then I will have to put you in the waiting room. And when I feel that you're ready to come back, I'll admit you back in, okay? If it has to come to it, I may have to remove you from class altogether, but that's not my goal. My goal is to keep you in class, and your goal is to stay in class and not leave. So we don't want to ever have to get to that point where I have to remove you from the class for the day, okay? Now, if it comes to that and I remove you for the day, then the next time music starts, you will be back and rejoining the class. But for that day, you will not. And then it would have to get to the point where I would have to talk to your parents. So the final warning would have to be the call to your parents to let them know of the behaviors that are happening, okay? And what we need to do to be able to fix those behaviors, okay? So just make sure that you understand that, parents and our students. All right, so let's switch up a little bit. We're going to talk about feelings, okay? Now, we know that Normally, when we're in school, when we start school, we're actually in a school building. But in this case, we're not in a school building. And do you guys know why? Let's see. So I'm going to put this mask on. And if you notice lately, you guys and your parents, as well as people you may see outside, have had to wear masks to cover their nose and their mouth. And the reason why we're learning through our devices like the iPad is because there are germs in the air. Okay, and we know that germs normally make you very sick. And the germs that are in the air now is what's causing us to not enter the school building. And this is why we have to learn from home. Okay? But eventually, the germs will go away to where you guys will be able to come back to the school building and we can learn from the school building. But right now, the germs are still in the air. So this is why we're not in school. Okay? And because of this, we might feel some type of way. We may feel sad. We may feel disappointed. We may even feel angry. And I understand those feelings because we're all human and we have those feelings. But we also have to make note that we have to be in control of our feelings. Self-control, what we talked about. So on days in music, when you have music, and you join our music class, if you're feeling those types of feelings, I want you to have self-control to be able to remove those feelings and turn that happy, or no, sorry, turn that sad face into a happy face, okay? And open yourself up to enjoying the music class, all right? So we're going to talk about feelings right now. Feelings through emojis. And we know emojis are the little pictures that you can click on, and it may be a happy face. You even may have some that have silly faces. But we're going to talk about feelings through emojis today, meaning that we're going to dramatize our face and make our faces do different things. But what I'm going to do is show you some pictures of some emojis, okay? So this is a feeling. Do you guys happen to know what feeling this is? Happy. So this is a happy feeling. This is the feeling that I would like to see on all of your faces when you guys join Zoom music class. So remember, even if you're not feeling too well, I still want you to smile and enjoy being in music so that we can have fun, okay? So have self-control to be able to get rid of those not so good feelings and make a happy face so that we can have a happy time in music. So this is a happy emoji. Can you say happy face? What about this one? Looks pretty sad, right? So this is a sad face. And what we have to do, as we just talked about, whenever you're feeling this feeling, I want you to turn that feeling into what? A happy feeling, okay? Because I understand we all have feelings. I even have feelings too. Everyone has feelings. And sometimes we may not be feeling very good at the moment. Like I may not be feeling good because I am in distance from you guys. I love having you guys in front of me, but I have to go ahead and adjust my feelings so that we can still be able to have successful music classes, okay? And that's what I'm doing. So it's all about self-control. So my self-control is in a place where I'm able to still have fun teaching and communicating and engaging with all of my boys and girls, even through distance learning on our devices, okay? This feeling is what? It kind of looks happy, but it's a step beyond happy. So this is called excited. Can you say excited? So far we had happy. Can you say happy? Happy. We also had sad, but we changed that sad into excited, okay? So that's even more than happy. So that's another feeling I would like for you guys to have when you join music class on Zoom, excited, all right? Then there's that other feeling that we don't really like to see. Angry. So angry is a step above sad, okay? But they're both not good feelings. So we don't want either of these feelings in music. The feelings that we want to see in music are these feelings: excited and happy, okay? So make sure that you're always excited and happy and that you can put on these nice emoji faces for music class so that we can have fun in music, okay? All right, so we're all going to have those great feelings. So remember some of these feelings because I'm going to talk to you more about feelings very soon when we start our Zoom classes. Now, so today we went over our music welcome song. We went over the rhythm of the song. We also went over our 3 vocabulary words. The first one was lyrics, which are here. We talked about music, and we also talked about the word sing. Okay, so I want you to remember all of those things and remember all of the routines and expectations that we talked about as well, so that when you guys start your Zoom music class, you guys will be more than prepared. Okay, now parents, make sure that we also engage in helping our kids to be prepared, which I know you guys will, because so far you've been doing a wonderful job. And I know that this is also hard for parents as well, but we're all adjusting to it and we're all going to be fine. And all of this will be over at some point where we'll be able to rejoin and regroup in the ECA school building. Okay. So again, kids, make sure that you guys practice the welcome song. And parents, if you need to write the lyrics down, you may also write them down to kind of rehearse and practice with the students to make sure that they're on task. Also, in helping them with the signals that I'll be presenting to them as well and getting their attention to make sure that they're maintaining attentiveness in class, okay? And with the Zoom class, I would like for you guys to remember to at least sign on 5 to 10 minutes early. As I've said in previous videos and also in the Meet Mr. Battle video, make sure that you guys take care of restroom, water, any personal needs that you need to take care of before joining Zoom class. Because once we start Zoom class, I would like for you to remain on camera the entire music time. Okay, I don't want anyone to have to leave to go to the restroom. Now, if it's an emergency, I can understand that, but I still want you to take and be responsible, which is another one of our ECA core values, responsibility. Be responsible in making sure that you take care of yourself, take care of your needs, taking care of you, doing the things that you know that you need to do. Okay, that's being responsible. So, maintaining self-control, maintaining responsibility. We also talked about empathy, which is another one of our core values. And we talked about that when we were talking about feelings. Okay, so I'm empathetic to you. I care about your feelings. And I want you to make sure that we're all going to get through this together, but we're still going to make sure that while we're in school, through our distance learning, that we're doing all that we can to have fun and learn in music class, okay? All right, so week of September 21st, I look forward to seeing all of my pre-K boys and girls ready and set up for Zoom, making sure that they understand all of the things that we talked about and we're going to look forward to fun times in music class. So again, my name is Mr. Battle, and I'm your music teacher, and I look forward to seeing all of your faces in our Zoom music class the week of September 21st. And we're going to make sure that we start and we're there on time. Remember, you can find any information that you need to find, parents, listed in the Google Music Classroom under the announcements section. So make sure that you guys are following in that classroom to be updated and aware of all of the things that are happening in music class, okay? So until next time, have a great, 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 great day.